My name is Jason Brunfield. I'm an electrical instructor at Blackhawk Mining.
My name is Andrew Procopia. I'm in the training department for Blackhawk Mining.
And today we're going to introduce you to the proximity system on the miners, all the components, and how to test them through the static testing and the dynamic testing. This starts the proximity checks that you need to do before you go underground. The first thing you notice is some of them have the red lights blinking. Some have a couple of them have green. I'll tell you what that is. But we'll just pick one up. It's mainly just a visible check. Can you read through the glass? It only has one button. First thing you need to do is hit it and hold it and see how many volts is on it. This one says 4.0. It needs to be 3.9 to 4.1 before we're allowed to take it underground. The other reason it's blinking red is it says needs tested. Okay, so pretty simple. You just set it in the tester, hit the button for about 3 seconds, and then you wait on the light over here to either pass it or fail it, which it just passed. And notice now that the light went to green. If we hit the button now, it says it was tested 0 hours ago. It's good for 24 hours. So other than that, this is what you do outside. Make sure that you do those checks, because whoever's doing the testing may be putting them in a book somewhere, and you're the one that's responsible for picking this up, taking it underground, that it is in good shape and has enough hours on it for your shift. First thing you notice whenever we come to the miner, before you can run it, you have to do what we call a static check. Okay, static check means nothing's moving. If you notice, the lights on the machine are flashing green right now, and if we could see all 4 of them, they'd all be flashing that way. What that means is the machine itself is okay, that we know of. It just needs somebody to pair to it. So the locator that we're using, if you double click, it asks again to associate double click. So we're going to double click, and if you notice, your lights just went solid. So that machine did find this locator, okay, as an operator. The next check we're going to do is check this driver itself. I'm going to face with it and walk towards it. And when I get roughly about 6 feet, you should see a yellow light. If I go another couple feet, it should turn red. So we're going to mark those spots on the ground. And if an inspector should ever ask you that, how far the red zone is, okay, a pretty good answer is 4 feet, okay? Your yellow zone is around 6 feet, all right? The locator itself puts out 3 different axes, okay, out the front and back, which I just showed it. It also comes out the top and bottom, and it comes out both sides. So we have to show the driver itself all 3 of those axes. We've already did the front or back, so I'm gonna show the top or bottom now. It should go yellow at the same spot, and it should go red at the same spot, and it did. I'm gonna back it out, and I'm gonna show the side. All right, once I show it the side, it should go yellow about, and red is also there. Okay, so that tells me and the machine is talking back and forth to each other. Okay, we just did the front right driver. We're working our way around the machine. We got to do these back 2 drivers now. It's pretty much the same steps. You got 3 axes. We're going to show those 3 axes to the machine, and once it goes yellow, again we make a line, and again we make another line. So we have our yellow and our red zone established, and notice we didn't get as close to the driver in this case as we did the other side, because it's actually locating where the boom's at. So it doesn't want us in where the boom is. So we just showed it the front. I'm now going to show it a top or bottom, and it should be yellow about the same spot and red at the same spot. So now we're going to do a side, and it should go yellow again and red. Okay, so those are those 2 drivers that have been checked, and we're going to walk around and do the back on this side, and then do the yellow. So we got to get all 4 of them done. Again, repeat itself again. We're going to go in until we get yellow, and a little bit further we should see red. Okay, so we kind of mark those 2 on the ground. I'm going to show the top or bottom, yellow, red, and then again I'm going to show the side. So yellow at the same spot and red at the same spot. So those are those 3 drivers. Now we're going to go to the front one. Okay, we're going to do the last driver. We did the other 2 sides, and we did this back corner. So the last thing is another repeat process. We're going to walk into it until it goes yellow. All right, mark a line, and we're going to go a little bit closer until it goes red, and mark another line. All right, so that's 1 axis. Again, we're going to have to show the top, yellow, red, and then we're going to show the side. Okay, yellow, and then red. And that's it. You check now that the machine's drivers can locate the locator that you're wearing all the way around the machine, and you got kind of your 4-foot red zone and your 6-foot yellow zone established around the machine. The second part of the proximity check is going to be the dynamic check. That's whenever we go into a known green zone and hang up a locator, okay, that is not on, the one that we have to keep one on our side. So we've got an extra one, and we're going to hang it up. And it's important to note that the miner itself it has somewhat like a dome over top of it. It's not just a straight line box around it. So if you have 8 or 10 or 12 foot of height, make sure that this is down in the area where you're going to be wearing it. If not, the miner could creep underneath it and not shut the miner down the way it's supposed to. So as you can see, the extra one is hung up. We do have the miner lights are green, and we're going to have a miner man to start it up now and start to tram towards it. What you should see is when it gets about 6 feet, like we talked about earlier, the lights should turn yellow on the machine. If he continues to keep coming, when they go red, we should lose tram and lose the boom swing on it. So go ahead, miner man. Go ahead and go second. Stop. All right, once he gets about 6 feet from it, you'll see the lights are now flashing yellow. You can also hear the locator, not just a visible alarm on the machine, but your locator is giving you that audible alarm. If he starts it back up now, he'll be able to tram a few more feet, and it should go red, and then we'll lose the functions. Notice the audible alarm is a lot faster, and if you look at the control box here, you'll see that there is no more tram function and also boom swing. Left or right, we lose all of it. And that is the dynamic check. The next thing we need to mention is the override of the system. It is capable of being overrode. Just know that our policy does state that there's reasons to do it. One reason being that the machine itself is in a hazardous situation. The miner, one of the miners themselves are in a hazardous situation, and to do it, you need to have a supervisor okay it, a foreman present, and an electrician present to do that. So we're kind of going to show you a little bit about it. I'm going to take the extra procs and hang into the red zone, and we are going to override this machine and notice what the lights do on the machine. So there is a visible alarm that shows you on the machine that you are overriding it.